Yo, what's good everyone? Welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be talking about the biggest misconception about appointment setting. This is something that people get tripped up on a lot. They trip over this a lot when they shouldn't be. And I've made the point very clear before I've made a video, and I've made the point several times before on the channel, but still people trip on it. So let me just stress this again so you guys aren't confused or you guys aren't turned off about appointment setting, okay? Just gonna be a quick one today, all right? Like, comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Let's get into it. The biggest misconception about appointment setting is that you should aspire to become an appointment setter and stop there. That it's the be-all, end-all path, especially if you're new to this. Like, people think you get into appointment setting and then boom, you stop and you're just an appointment setter for life, right? And as we know, and I've said this before, there is a cap to this. There's a cap to becoming just a setter. It has its pros and it has its cons. I'm not going to be biased about it. It changed my life personally, but let's not ignore that there are cons about it. And one of the cons being that it is capped to a certain point. Obviously, you can get unicorn offers where you're making way above the norm of other setters. So I know setters who've gotten on offers, or SDRs who've gotten on offers, and they're making like 15, 20K plus per month, and it's crazy, right? But the point I'm trying to make is there is a cap to this. Same with high ticket closing too. Let's not ignore that high ticket closing has a cap to it too. It's just a bigger cap. Now, what the truth is about setting and why I do what I do is because I want you guys to know that appointment setting is used and should be used as a stepping stone onto bigger, better opportunities, plus getting the initial cash flow going, which you can then obviously deploy once you're on those bigger, better opportunities, or give you an easier time. Okay, appointment setting should be a stepping stone towards your bigger goals and your actual end goal and your bigger opportunities. Okay, or you get into it and then you kind of play it by ear and you just see what opportunities come to you. Okay, especially if you're a good, competent setter. All right, so people think you gotta stop, you're making 3 to 5K a month and you stop there and you're doing that for the rest of your life. No, appointment setting is a stepping stone onto bigger, better opportunities. Now, not everyone has to take it. Not everyone has to take this stepping stone. People can just go straight to the big goal, which is fine. But I'm mainly speaking to the people who've tried that before. Let's say their goal is 30K a month, and they've tried running multiple businesses in the past. They've tried e-commerce, Amazon FBA. They've tried all these different businesses. They've tried starting their own business, and they've actually persisted in it, and it just hasn't worked out. Now, I believe anyone can make anything work out, but if you've tried it before, maybe it's better to focus on one skill first, stack cash through there, get momentum, and then use that momentum, because momentum is a powerful thing for your bigger, better opportunities. So once you're finally ready and you got cash, you can use appointment setting as a stepping stone, all right? Or if you just really want to take the stepping stone, be on the safe side, and then, just be on the safe side. Okay, so that's mainly who I'm talking to. Now, when it comes to me, I did this myself when I transitioned out of setting full time. So if you guys are new to the channel, if you guys don't know, I was appointment setting, or I got on an appointment setting offer at around, I want to say September, October time. And then my first offer wasn't great. Okay, it wasn't great. There weren't many things going for it. It was just a startup, so the leads weren't there. So I hopped off that offer, and then I hopped on another offer, which turned out to be great. And it turns out to be the one that was a home run and changed my life. And then I've been working there for about 6 to 7 months, if not more. And then I hopped off that, hopped on another offer and kept setting, and then did some closing as well here and there between this 6 to 12 month period of setting full time. And then, like I said here, stint with high ticket closing. So I tried my hand at high ticket closing too, closed some deals, got commission through that too. So I can't fucking close. And then back to setting, and then starting my mentorship program late last year, just in December last year. And managed to get some students in initially, because I initially started it. I wanted to big brother some people and show them the way that I did it with less mistakes and in a faster time. So I did it myself. The stepping stone was appointment setting and high ticket closing, and then I used that to start my own business. And I've tried, like I said earlier, there's people out there who've tried starting their own businesses before. I was one of them, and when I tried my businesses in the past, it's all documented. Like, you guys can go down on my YouTube channel. It's actually go down quickly. And, I've taken L's. It's all documented. I've tried many different businesses by myself. And before I got into setting, they all failed pretty much. I think it was like 2-3 different businesses. Once this loads, I'll show you when I scroll down on my channel. So let's have a look. Look at this, right? This was when I was setting. I was in Thailand, and then this is setting as well. And if we go back, around here is when I was teaching how to basically organic marketing for high ticket coaches and consultants. And I signed one client, signed a couple clients here and there, but kind of failed in the end because it wasn't consistent. And then if we go back further, before I was doing organic marketing for coaches and consultants, I was helping people with IG growth, Instagram growth. I was helping brands and influencers grow and monetize their Instagram following. Like you see, I've even got client interviews back in the day. And I signed, here's the thing, I signed clients here and there, but nothing consistent. And before that, pretty much, it was Instagram. So when you scroll all the way back, it's all documented. You saw my journey and my transitions, right? Now, when I got into setting, that's when things started working out and actually being consistent for a couple different reasons. Like I said, the advantages and the pros and cons of setting. The pros being you can just focus on one skill, so that way you're more concentrated and you don't have to worry about the other hats when it comes to running another business, such as marketing, offer building, sales, client fulfillment, finances, whatever. You don't have to wear many different hats. You can just focus on one hat and focus on that. And then another pro when it comes to setting and closing is the fact that it's commission based, but I think that's the biggest upside when it comes to setting and closing is you're focusing on one skill. You don't have to wear different hats. Now, potential next steps after setting. If you guys are probably asking, okay, what do I do now? Okay, I understand, but what other opportunities are there? So a couple opportunities, a couple different routes you can go. High ticket closing. So once you're setting for a bit, you've stacked up commission, you're on an offer, you can either become a high ticket setter or a high ticket closer for that offer and close deals over the phone, earn bigger commissions, and still not have to start your own product or service. Or you can hop on another offer and close for them. Second option, you can go into your other business models. You can go into the business models like e-commerce, Amazon FBA, SMMA, even a clothing brand, high ticket consulting. Use the cash and skill set from setting and use it to start your own business, like I mentioned earlier. The next option is becoming a setting or a sales manager. That means you manage a team of setters or closers under you, and there's many different ways you can go about getting paid, but the most common one that I see is you getting a percentage of the revenue or profit generated. So it's going to be on you too, on the performance of the setters or the closers under you. If they're making more profit, if they're making more revenue, it's because of you, and then you obviously get paid more, and then vice versa. If they're not performing, then that means that it's going to take a cut on your paycheck too. Now, the last option, and if you have any more options as well, comment it down below, give people some ideas and help them out. Number 4 is building your personal brand. So when it comes to building a personal brand, like I have over these couple of years, I say honestly, you should be doing this from day one. So even if you're just starting from beginning or wherever you are right now, doesn't matter. I just start posting content either way. I wouldn't wait for a certain imaginary perfect moment. I just start going from the get-go and posting content. But all it is you just share your lessons along the way and you grow your social media following. And as a result of that, as a result of you giving value to the market, whether that's through pure value, you can throw in some entertainment too, and having people relate to you and your story, you'll grow your social media following. Not only that, you're going to build leverage for yourself. So because you've made a name for yourself and you're actually someone online and you've got a brand, then you got way more leverage over the people who don't have that, which is going to make it easier to land opportunities. You can be more picky as to who you work with, whatnot, and have an audience as well. And having an audience is priceless, especially high quality cult-like audience. Where let's say you launch your own offer, let's say you go with the second option and you launch something, you know for a fact that your cult-like following is going to buy from you already, and then you're also going to attract high-level connections. So this is more of a long-term play. That's why I say you should start sooner the better, just so you give it time to grow. Because unless you go viral, for example, on TikTok off the jump, it's going to be a long-term play. Alright, but trust me guys, it's so worth it. So those are some ideas as to what potential next steps you can do after you've set for an extended period of months. Like I said, the myth, you do not have to, and you shouldn't actually actively discourage this. As much as I'm a believer in appointment setting, do not make it the end goal. Use it as a stepping stone. Use it as a way to build leverage onto bigger and better opportunities like I have, okay, and like how many other people have done. Where I see people go wrong and frustrated and burnt out and complain that setting is a scam is if they believe in the myth and if they've actually just stuck to being a setter for a while and never jumped on any higher opportunities. That's where resentment starts to kick in. That's where, frustration starts to kick in, okay? Now, what path should you take? I mean, ultimately it's going to be up to you. There's the quotes that go, there's more than one path up the mountain. There's many ways to skin a cat. All roads lead to success. However you want to spin it, it's ultimately going to be up to you to decide what's best for you. And you can either just decide on the path you'll take from the start and commit to it. So if you're going to commit to becoming a setter sales manager, or if you're going to commit to, becoming a high ticket closer, building leverage, and getting on that 20 to 30K a month income on an A star offer, then commit to that. And you can start off with setting, use it as a stepping stone. Or you can just figure it out along the way and play it by ear or intuition. So you can just get into it, jump straight into the deep end, and then just try and play it by ear, play by intuition, which one of these options are the best for you. Either way is fine. Now, what I and other successful people in this space will recommend though, is that there's always a more efficient way to walk that path up the mountain. Like Alex Hormozi said, would you rather swim to Hawaii or would you take the private jet there? If you're smart, then you'd pick the latter every time. You take the fucking private jet. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Okay? So if you've been stuck for a while and you've been looking for the private jet to making 2K to 5K plus per month remotely, click the link in the description to potentially become part of the Oracle, which is my mentorship group. Like I mentioned earlier, something I started back in December just last year, just recently, and the results have been insane. And I just teach people all over the world how to do exactly that. Like if we go to here, let me just see if I can pull it up. If I can pull it up, I'll show you the result. Okay, that we don't have time for that. Anyway, I'll pull up the results somewhere else. But if you want to know, if you want to learn the results, go to my Instagram. Link is in the description too, Matt Jacob. And there's a story highlight with all the student results. So, like Alex Hormozi said, you're gonna take the private jet. If you want to take the private jet, to doing 2K to 5K plus a month remotely, travel the world, like I said, like I have done, and then going on to bigger, better opportunities, then click the first link in the description, book a call, and we'll see if you're potentially going to be part of the Oracle, which is my mentorship program. And then also follow me on Instagram for behind the scenes content and to reach out if you have any questions and also see the student results over there. So there we go, guys. The choice is yours. I want you to book a call in the description if you've been stuck for a while, especially if you've been following the YouTube and just haven't been getting the results you wanted. It's about time you get some help, and no one better, especially if you've been watching the content, to get it from me, the source. So yeah, guys, that's the biggest myth about appointment setting. Internalize this, share this with a friend who's probably frustrated or doesn't believe in this industry, and make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel again. And I'll see you guys in the next one.